It's time to sit back, relax, and have a good time with Knee High to the Tree High. Your host, the Naked Truth, Marcus McNeil, and the Real Spirit, Jonathan Pump, coming with their unique perspective on sports and life from elementary school together all the way to the NFL. You can't piss on them and tell them it's raining. Knee High to the Tree High starts now.
Let's go.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You know what time it is, man. We back on Knee High to the Tree High with your boy Mark and P, man. Slap five with your boy, man.
Pizzle.
What you got going on, Pizzle? What's up, my boy?
Man, you know, I'm just trying to rock the Knee High to the T-High t-shirt, man.
Oh, you got a Knee High to the T-High t-shirts on? Or is it Knee High to the Tree?
Knee High to the Tree High, man.
Got the Knee High to the Tree High paraphernalia going on, man. Hey, y'all go check us out, man. Y'all hit us up, man. Y'all want one of the shirts, man. Go rock your boy one time, man. You know what I'm saying?
One time, man. One time.
You wear that Gucci, you might as well go put on the Knee High to the Tree High joint, man.
You might as well, man. You know what I'm saying?
What they say, buy black?
Hey, that's what they say. A lot of people say it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's two black brothers on this shirt, man. You know what I'm saying? All proceeds gonna go to the United Negro College Fund.
United Negro College Fund of America.
Of America, man.
United Throwback Negroes.
Of America, huh, boy?
Absolutely. Got to throw that of America in there.
Oh, man, I wish I can get the QR code on there, man. I don't know if it's big enough, but y'all gonna try and scan that one time, man. Then link up to everything we got going on, man. So, you know, just a little something. That's it. How about that? Little something, man. Hey, man, well, let's go on kick it off one time, man, with the War Damn Minute. P, you know what it is, man. We going down to the plains to talk about what's going on or what ain't going on right now. Need to be like.
We had a game last week?
Bruh, I would call it a game. I don't really know you want to call it a game like that. It was a lot of foolery going on.
I thought we had an off week, bro.
Oh, we had an off week, man.
It was definitely off one.
I ain't never seen an off week on homecoming.
Bro, it's getting ridiculous, man. I mean, you know, I'm not saying Missouri doesn't belong in the SEC or it's not your typical SEC opponent. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying all that. The only thing I'm saying is that history states that Auburn should pretty much handle Missouri every time they play them.
Every time. It ain't no excuse but to handle Missouri every time.
We talking about Auburn, like, I mean, right now we're the JV of the SEC right now.
Well, let's talk about what's going on, man. Break it down for me. Break it down for you.
I'm sure everybody know by now, but you know, just for those who don't, Auburn actually won 17-14 against Missouri. Now, you know, everybody talk about the football guys, and I think Pat Dye must have, you know, did a little something when he came out the grave or something, man, because yeah, they basically gifted us a W. Like, I mean, I hear that phrase all the time, but this literally was a gift.
Let me tell you what I'm gonna tell them. They need to stay humble. Stay humble because of the fumble. You know what I'm saying?
Because of the fumble.
Because that got us up out of there.
Like I told you, I mean, I feel like I'm a broken record, man. It's like literally they are. I don't know their identity. I don't even think they know. I mean, you have Tank in the backfield, and it's just I don't even know, man. They literally just decide to do what they want to do at some point. They be like, oh, you know what? We can't let Tank carry the team, so we gonna go ahead and put the ball in somebody else's hand.
Well, they came out early. Feel like they gassed up the Tank and was ready to go ahead and ride. You know, I was actually excited about what was going on in the first quarter. You know, they were giving Tank the ball. He was struggling to run, but he was still getting, you know, positive yardage. You know, scored a touchdown early on. I think we went up 14-0 off dribble. So
We was hot. Ashford was looking good. You know what I'm saying? He was running the
that's another
ball.
yeah, that's another thing. So Ashford started for TJ Finley. They say it wasn't because they switching the QB1 position, but TJ Finley apparently had a hurt shoulder or something that he was nursing.
Yeah,
So they decided to
yeah.
give Ashford a start. But then that's what kind of threw me for a loop because even though Ashford was starting, I thought we might actually have a chance to see Calzada get in now. A couple hours before the game, they say now Calzada got to have shoulder surgery.
Gotta have shoulders. He can be out for the season. So we down to Brandon Cox at quarterback. Um, I mean, he reminded me of Brandon Cox, man. I forget the guy's name, but he had number 12 on, so that's why it was so funny. I was like, man, is that Brandon Cox out there?
Is
But
that Cox out there?
do they have some kind of incentive in college now to where if you carry the ball too many times or something, you get a bonus or something? They gotta have something because it seemed like the stat they were like, okay, hold on, all right, this is where he about to get 30 carries. We gotta go ahead and stop that right now.
We got to come on back up off of him a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't know. The only thing I can think of is like maybe we trying to do some sort of load management because we know he's such a vital player. But at this point, when your offense doesn't have an identity that it's showing, it seems like you would want to give it one with a type of premier player like Tank. You know, everybody is continuing to say like, just hand him the ball. If that's the best player on the team, hand him the ball and let him get off.
The O line is bad. We get it.
They suspect
But
that best.
even with a bad line, man, you can scheme the run game to be able to at least get Tank started. If you get Tank started, he'll be able to take care of the rest.
He always looked like he about to bust a big play, and he like one little arm tackle, a little shoestring grab away. And it seems like if you continue to give him the ball, eventually, maybe not every play is going to be a big play, but eventually one of those arm tackles, or he going to step up out of one of them shoestring tackles and be running for 30, 40 yards.
Well, see, what it does is it just makes the defense tired. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of if they actually are good or not, man. You know, once you get tired, what the old saying is, you got to get the butter from the duck. They literally, I mean, at that point, they are. At that point, you don't know. I mean, even your best D lineman can turn into cupcake once he get tired.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, they're not even giving them a chance, though. You know what I'm saying? That's the part that's frustrating. It's like when you don't really have your bearings together as who your quarterback and what they're good at and what they're going to do. You got to experience running back. Run the ball. Figure out the rest later. Your run's going to set up your play action, which is going to make those receivers a little bit more open, make those passes a lot easier. Your windows are bigger to throw the ball. It just makes everything easier on the quarterback that is struggling.
Let's go back and take a page out of Gus' book. When Gus had Nick Marshall, to me.
Yeah.
If you have a quarterback that's as athletic as Ashford, to me, I would almost want to put him in a read option play to where at least either he running the ball, Tank running the ball, or guess what? I might be able to take a play action, you know what I'm saying, down the field off of it. But now that at least gives the offense 3 dimensions where they have to cover a premier athlete on each level. Ashford, who probably is as athletic as a defensive back out there, probably one of the most athletic people on the field at all times, touching the ball and just reading the defense. So to me, it seems like you would put your offense in a scheme like that to put the ball in the playmaker's hands at all times.
You would think it's that simple, right? Simple. I mean, the way Harsin coaches, or should I say the OC or whoever is calling the plays.
They split it. They split it up.
You would think they had Bama's recruiting, where everybody's 4 or 5 star, so they can just line up and play traditional football. That ain't the case, man. I don't even see no huddle. Running no huddle with Ashford. Getting them boys tired, that'll take the pressure off the O-line. That'll open up rushing lanes for Tank. I mean, it's pretty simple to me. Not triple option. The
The
read
read
option.
ups.
No huddle a little bit, and let's see where it goes. It's not that hard, man. It's not. It's just sad that the outside looking in, we like, man, this actually could be a solid team, but yet still, we don't know.
They started off like they wanted to fight. They started off flying around. I will even venture to say the defense found a little identity this weekend. We had our pass rusher getting after him. Even though the dude fumbled on the goal line for the game time, from what I seen, the DB hitting him helped dislodge the ball.
You still taking that stance, huh?
Bruh, you saw the play. If he don't get hit right there, when he loses the ball in the exchange, he can still come back and grab it. But when you get blasted at the end of it, you ain't got a chance for that.
Right.
Some of the effort from the defense helped facilitate that play. Not to say it was all that. Like he fluked and fumbled. Let's get that. He was losing the ball on the way in, and that's why it ended up being a fumble and not a touchdown. But he didn't have a chance to regain possession with the ball because they didn't give up on the play, and somebody came and blasted him right before he went in the end zone.
Listen, let's back up prior to that.
Back up.
Missouri drives the ball down their throat. Man has like a 20, 30-yard field goal to make to win the game, and he shanks it to send it to overtime. So that's the first prayer that was answered. Second prayer is,
Yes, it was.
Ashford threw a pick. Now, it was fumbled a little bit, but still, it was a bad throw. That supposed to end the game, well, just about end the game in overtime. Okay, fine. Incomplete pass, lined up to kick a field goal. I still didn't even look at the replay to see if it was blocked or not. But regardless, kicker lines up, misses the field goal. I mean, in college, you miss a field goal, that's game time because all they got to do is kick a field goal to win the game. So he misses the field goal. What I see on the ground? A flag. I'm like, hold on, what kind of flag is this? The guy jumped over the center, so that's a penalty. So they give him like it's like a 5-yard penalty or something like that. Not enough for a first down, but it gives him an opportunity to kick the field goal again. So that was a second prayer answer. So he makes that one, and now Missouri has the ball. And here we are, the last drive. The dude drives it down their throat. He runs for about a good 20-yard gain and tries to stick the ball out, and he loses it. This is the third prayer answer by Auburn. I don't listen. I know we have some wild games, man. But that right there, that's probably one of the very few times that we walk away with saying we won, but it actually felt like we lost.
Absolutely. Did that feel like we came out that game with a victory?
No. Absolutely not.
But I'm always gonna take this stance. A win is a win.
Man.
It don't matter how you get it. A win is a win.
Harsin at this point is definitely a win. Realistically, he lose this game. That means the only chances he have to really win is the next Rudy Poo team we play, and maybe Ole Miss. Any other SEC game will be a miracle.
So roll into this weekend right here because we got LSU, our first road game this weekend.
L,
L all day.
a big L.
All right,
Listen,
let's back up. Listen. I understand what you're saying. Our offense is going down the wrong trajectory right now. We going down.
damn,
We going downhill, and we've been going downhill fast. So going into LSU, it doesn't look
it don't
good,
look good at all, bro.
but we got three positives right now.
Talk to me,
First positive, we still 3-1 right now.
boy.
We still 3-1. The record's still 3-1, so we still got something to fight for. If we 1-3 right now, going through what we going through, it'd be a lot of smoke in the
And
city
we doing
right
like
now
Georgia
if
Tech
we were
just
one and
did
three.
and fired the AD and the coach. Everybody got
Exactly.
to
So
go.
we 3-1. Everybody looking sideways right now, but we still like, all right, we 3-1. We can still go. All right, two. We actually undefeated in the SEC. So
Boy,
on top
you
of us
talking
being,
these fluff stats.
bro, it
You
don't
talking
matter.
these
Listen,
fluff stats, man.
men lie, women
And
lie,
stats lie too.
numbers
The
don't lie.
stats don't tell the whole truth.
No, no, no,
Stats
no.
don't.
They telling the whole
No,
truth.
they don't.
We ended up with the most
That man
points
said
at
we
the end of the Missouri
undefeated in
game.
the SEC as if.
Are we
As,
undefeated in the
as
SEC right
if,
now?
for one,
Answer the question,
the
P.
one game that we
Are we
played in the
undefeated in the
SEC,
SEC?
it was a
P.
gift from
P.
God.
On homecoming, so we deserved it. All
We
right. But what
deserved
I'm
it.
asking you right now, can you just answer the question, bro? Are we undefeated in the SEC?
We are undefeated.
All right. So that takes me to the third positive that we got going on in Auburn. We still got Tank Bixby.
That's the only real one you had. Out of all three of them, that's the only real one you can hang your hat on. Everything else was all
So
fluff.
no, but what I'm saying is it's not necessarily saying that the record that we have gives you a clear picture of Auburn and how we're playing this year. But at the same time, it still leaves us with a chance, a fighting chance, which is all I'm asking for, right? As of right now, we still control our destiny with the 1-0 mentality that Harsin is preaching to these boys. I don't really think they care how they get the W as long as they do get the W. So I would rather them be the Patrick Beverly of the SEC and just be scrappy as all get out and hopefully just get on people's nerves enough that they can just keep on getting these ugly ass wins. And then hopefully we still got something going. But if not, we know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not blind to it. I'm not blind that we struggled to Mercer and San Jose
Man,
State. Got a gift from God from
all I'm
Mizzou.
saying
I'm
is
not blind
I
to
don't
it.
think
All I'm saying is we still got something to fight for,
I don't
bro.
think lightning strikes twice, man.
You don't think like, bro? We done had some amazing lightning down there on the
Not in the
plains, bro.
same, not in the same, not back to back. I just don't see it. I don't see it, man.
So you don't see us. So you saying these next two games definitely L's
We
for us?
know the one coming up on the 8th is an L.
You're not
I
even
ain't
gonna
gonna
get into
sell
that.
myself on that one. But we gonna talk about that next week.
So we not. Let's not get too far
But this one
ahead of
coming up this
ourselves.
week.
All right.
I mean, listen. You see the way the team is playing. Normally, you play better at home, at least in college. They're going on the road, man, and this ain't just any old road. This is LSU,
They going down to Death Valley.
and you know what type of execution you got to have when you go down there. We can't even execute at home. The crowd is literally just sitting there looking at it. It feels like a scrimmage game.
Did you see old boy passed out at the game behind the goalpost? Sleep. That's how the game felt.
It's a practice game.
That's how.
I mean, they sitting there looking.
That's how it felt
I actually can hear the defensive calls and people yelling, excited about making plays.
on the field during the
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
At Jordan Hare
Well,
Stadium, you ain't never supposed to hear that.
well, we gonna sit here and say this. Out of those 3 positives I gave you, I got 9 negatives that I can't. I'm not in. We ain't got time to go down the whole
It
list.
was only one true, the rest of them was fluff.
Bruh, they were still true
That's
statements.
like saying, oh, we played Missouri this past Saturday at 11 a.m. Yeah, that's a fact, man. I get it. But what does that do with it?
That's as far as it goes. Bro, it's still a positive note, bro. It's still a positive note.
It was sunny outside. It was a nice day.
One of the negatives that we got right now is, of course, Brian Harsin being on the hot seat. That's looming right now. It's out there. Everybody on the internet asking for his job. Fans upset. They say we got the Rudy Poo offense, shallow talent pool. You know what I'm saying? We the bad new bears of the SEC right now.
Yeah.
They reaching so far as to, I seen on Twitter somebody getting excited saying that Auburn is interviewing Deion Sanders for the Auburn job. So I'm sitting there trying to read into it, right? I'm like, damn, Prime coming up here, right? So I read it because on Twitter they like they done leaked the flight details, right? Man, tell me why when I go look at the flight details, it's literally just a random ticket from Jackson, Mississippi to Auburn Airport, and they done put Deion on there. So now, hey, I'm talking about they got Prime and the Auburn stuff now. They got his son and then the former number 1 high school player in Auburn uniform. I'm talking about they done gassed it all the way up, bro. And I'm sitting there thinking like, hey, bro, this is a hope and a dream right now. You know what I'm saying? It don't even really make no sense for Prime to come.
Deion was gonna coach at any school, D1 school, it would be Florida State. But yeah, he's not going anywhere. He got his theme music going on down there in Jackson State, so he ain't fooling with nobody else.
Whoa, he got that Here I Go coming, ain't it? Huh?
Hey, I'm telling you, man, we need something down there, Auburn, bro. And ultimately, man, end of the day, this shit wore down minute for this week, man. We kind of at a loss for words at this point. We rarely come away with a W and still feeling like we lost. Like, this is almost like uncharted territory. So we kind of stumbling and fumbling, but it's I don't know. It's sad. It's a sad case down on the plains.
It's just sad. It's a sad case down on the plane, man. That's all we got for the War Down minute, man.
See you next week, man.
War Down, baby.
All right, y'all. Y'all just finished watching the Knee High to the Tree High podcast. We hope you all enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Tell us your thoughts. We out.